Hi everybody, I'm Maggie Wheeler, the Seaway Valley's Queen of Crime. Since 1999, I've had the privilege of working with the amazing history of the St. Lawrence Seaway construction and the creation of the Lost Villages in my mystery series with Farron Mackenzie. This past week I've been on a special pilgrimage, and for those of you who have followed me on the magic of social media, thank you for coming along. I've enjoyed having you along for this very special ride. Today I'm standing in front of this very important house. This is Blair House. It's the home of Jessica Beatrice Fletcher in the still popular series Murder, She Wrote. And we are in Mendocino, California on the northern coast, known to the television world as Cabot Cove, Maine. As a mystery writer, you can imagine my moment of standing in front of, as the Seaway Valley's Queen of Crime, in front of the house of television's Queen of Crime on the professional level. But there's also a very personal side to the story that I'd like to share with you today. In the fall of 1984, in September, 35 years ago, the television series Murder, She Wrote debuted. At the time, my widowed mother was living in central Ontario, and I was in eastern Ontario. And we would have a weekly phone call to just stay in touch with each other. Needless to say, after Murder, She Wrote started, Angela Lansbury was part of our discussion every week because we loved the show. We loved Angela, we were big fans for years, and even back then I was the mystery geek I am now. And then in November of that same year, just a few months later, my mother died. She was just suddenly taken from us. And part of my surviving that at the time was to back off of anything that were painful reminders, including Murder, She Wrote, because watching the show meant that I had to understand that my viewing companion and those weekly discussions were forever gone. But as we all do, we rebuild, we create a new normal. And I went back to watching the mystery series. And I'm really glad I did, not just because it's wonderful, but because part of what I had to do slowly over the years, I had just lost my primary role model, same gender parent. The void in my life was immense. I had to find new people to give me the cues to go forward. And one of them, of course, ended up being Jessica Beatrice Fletcher, because of all that Angela Lansbury brought to the role. The integrity, the intelligence, the class, the grace, the compassion. And she was one of those resources that I used at the time. We're on our way out of Mendocino. It's been a wonderful visit. And I have a message for Miss Lansbury. Do I think she'll ever hear it? We only can guess, because probably not, but stranger things have happened. And I think you'll understand when I say, I have to say it for me. So here it is. Miss Lansbury, now I'm a mystery writer. And interestingly, today I am the same age that you were in 1984 when you started the series. From that perspective alone, I would just like to say thank you so much for all the years of entertainment and inspiration that you gave me on that road to becoming a mystery writer as Jessica Beatrice Fletcher. But more important, from the 24-year-old who felt the ground open up under her feet in a way that she never imagined, I would like to say thank you for being one of the lights at the end of the tunnel all those years ago. For that, the 24-year-old and I will be forever grateful.